The starting lineup for the visiting Oklahoma City Thunder. At center, Jalen Williams. At shooting guard, Cason Wallace. At small forward, Luguentz Dort. At forward, Jalen Williams. At the other guard position, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The head coach of the visiting team is Mark Daigneault. Let's bring out the starters for your Portland Trail Blazers. At the small forward position, at 6'7", number 33, Toumani Camara. The other forward position, at 6'7", number 9, Jeremy Grant. At guard, standing 6'5", number 17, Shaedon Sharpe. The big man at 7 foot even, number 2, DeAndre Ayton. At guard, 6'3", number 1, Anthony Simons.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending Sunday evening with us. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. And a chance here to check out some stats for Jeremy Grant.
And he's been locked in at the free throw line for sure. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. You just get that extra focus at the charity stripe.
A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. In at forward, it's Jordan Williams. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Cason Wallace. And it's Williams in at the 5. And for Portland, inside it's Grant playing next to Ayton. Sharpe out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Camara in at the 3, the small forward. And coach, about halfway through the season now, players starting to feel the wear and tear, it would seem.
Yeah, but Brian, I think it's even more mental than physical. It's the preparing for games every night, competing against the best players in the world. It takes a toll on everybody, players, coaches. You've just got to bring great energy and enthusiasm every night.
Now here's Williams. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket's good.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Grant outside. Back to Simons. Launches a 3. Hits the trifecta.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here are the Thunder now. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Chauncey Billups. I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and Coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket, so let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. BA?
As always, Allie, we thank you. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Guys, thanks. The Thunder, last season's top seed in the West, but they didn't rest on their laurels. They traded for a lockdown defender in Alex Caruso and signed hard-charging big man Isaiah Hartenstein With their improvements, this is a team set to continue its upward trajectory. They have tons of draft capital moving forward and a ton of upside.
Big moves. Okay, thanks for the report, Chums. Now here's Sharp. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. 5 to shoot. A deep three. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Sharp.
Oklahoma City ball.
And over the last month, these are the teams that have been getting it done on offense. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately, running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
The Thunder have gone 1 for 3 so far. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wallace. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. Pass to Williams. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. With 1 on the clock. And Williams punches it home.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Denny Avdius checked in for Portland. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander against Simons. Four on the clock. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wallace. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
The defense gives Shea all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Now, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Now here's Wallace. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Avdia passes to Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
What an explosive athlete. Grant playing well above the rim.
Pass to Dort. Wallace with it. Now Williams. 5 on the clock. Here's Wallace.
2 minutes remaining in the
Off target with the three. And it's Simons with the ball for Portland. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
And in their last game against this club, turnovers really were a problem for them.
Yeah, taking care of the ball has to be their #1 priority. But they also have to stay aggressive. You have to strike a good balance.
Dort outside. Simons against Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams with the screen. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely. Off with the layup.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Avdia passes to Simons. Off target from outside. Oklahoma City trailing. Williams finds Williams. Simons with a rebound.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And some changes here for Portland. Robert Williams checked in for Grant. Kamara comes in for Sharp. And it's Henderson in for Simons. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Williams. Wiggins comes in for Dort. Caruso, he's checked in for Wallace. And Isaiah Joe subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Portland has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Henderson scanning the floor. Ayton with a screen. Fires from deep. Again, the miss by Portland. So it's Oklahoma City now. They trail by 1. Williams passes to Joe. Henderson against Williams. Williams, a screen on Henderson. Pass to Joe. And here's Caruso outside. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 in this game. The Trailblazers have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Back to Avdia. Henderson outside. Williams with the screen. Inside. And Williams punches it home.
I like that decision from Henderson, giving up the rock.
Williams with it. Stop the drought. And no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Portland ahead. They're up by 3. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Portland.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, coming off a 31-point game against Dallas.
He didn't make it all about himself. His passing was sharp, and he kept everyone involved.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. Alex Caruso is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Isaiah Joe. Then it's Williams. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at point guard. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. The open shot by Gilgeous-Alexander gets a very good look and converts. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the night. Here's Kamari, covered by Joe. Doubled by Caruso. On the wing, Murray. Let's go with a 3. Drops in the 3. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Henderson. And the basket by Joe. Stan, you coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have a guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
And now we'll send it over to Allie LaForce for an update on Anthony Simons. Allie?
I had a moment to catch up with Portland's head athletic trainer. The initial reports are saying that this is a serious injury and that he'll likely miss significant playing time. It's tough losing a player like this near the halfway point of the season. They'll just have to find a way to replace his production until he comes back. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Avdia. Henderson outside. He drops it from range. And now a 6-point Portland lead.
And you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
The third pick in 2023. Henderson anointed as a franchise piece. But he took his lumps in year 1, Stan.
Well, Brian, look, the hardest position to play in the NBA is as a point guard. And so this guy has the athleticism and the skill, but there's so much to learn in terms of decision-making. This guy's going to be a very good player.
Now here's Avdia. Caruso grabs the board. Drives to the hoop. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Pass to Williams. And here's Henderson. Outside Murray. Back to Henderson. Avdia outside. Shoots over Wiggins. The Thunder pull it in.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves. But that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
First one falls for him. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Outside Sharp. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jalen Williams.
And Sharp has no off switch. He's consistent at attacking defenses and drawing whistles.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one misses. One guy here this evening, Shaedon Sharpe. Incredibly talented, Stan.
Hey, Brian, you talk about a guy with potentially a very high ceiling. He's got all the physical tools you need. His skills are improving. He's still young and still putting it together.
Good on the second one. Stan, with the trade of Damian Lillard in 2023, Portland was headed in a new direction.
Yeah, Brian, they really decided to go young. Added a top 3 pick in Scoot Henderson. They've been piling up young talent in the Rose City, and now it's all about development. Those players have got to get better. They've got to get good habits. They've just got to continue to grow.
Now here's Simons. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
And he played cat and mouse with the defense, baiting them into fouls, working himself to the line.
Here's Williams. Portland making their last shot. And it's Portland with a rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the inside. Here's Kamari. Up and in on the layup. And now it's a 9-point Trailblazer lead.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Williams passes to Dort. Outside Joe. Back to Dort. Pass to Joe. Now here's Williams. Knocks down the long J.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Here's Sharp. Got a hand on it. Outside, Williams. And it's Jeremy Grant with a foul. That's his first foul. Wiggins, he's checked in for Joe.
Second team foul. Now on the floor for the Thunder. Number 21, Aaron Wiggins.
.40 seconds left in the second quarter. Williams against Grant. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the left wing. Wallace. No good on the triple. Trailblazers lead by 6. Simons passes to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
It's always good to see Ayton going up strong, using his physical gifts.
Williams against Grant. Outside, Williams. There's the drive. Over Grant. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Williams has got 5.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line. They're thinking about the shot. Oh, left the window open. One more time, a round of applause for our participants.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
Checking out the Trailblazers. They knew it was going to be a tough year, and I got to say, it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. We hope they're learning something out there. Challenging times for the franchise.
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Thunder.
A few things for them to focus on. More presence on the backboards, more physicality, maybe a few elbow sandwiches.
And maybe the guards need to crack back, get in there and help out.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Anthony Simons, he's been playing really well.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Well, he's a problem, no doubt about it. One that opposing teams have to grapple with every time he takes the floor.
Now Williams. Inside, it's Grant playing next to Ayton. Anthony Simons out there with Shaedon Sharpe. And it's Kamare in at small forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Now here's Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Drills it from deep. He has 7.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Sharpe passes to Simons. Grant outside. From the arc. Fires in the triple. Grant's got 5 points.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 7. Three-pointer. He can't get that one to fall. Portland leading by 6. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. There's Simons with a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer. Rock-solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. You look at Oklahoma City, they're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat. And, of course, Portland, pretty far behind right now.
Looking at Oklahoma City, many of us experts earmark them as favorites this season. And you know what? They have not disappointed thus far.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
And Portland has possession. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Here's Sharp. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
And he makes a first.
Well, for Sharp, it's about shooting a good percentage. When he does that, he's an impactful player.
Both free throws good from Sharp. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 9 points in the game. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Back to Grant. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Dort outside. Jacks up a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in the game. It's Sharp on the wing. Back to Grant. Pass to Sharp. Six to shoot. Again, the miss by Portland.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Grant, there have been so many great players that have gone through Portland over the years.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's almost 50 years since their last title. It's a great city with a great fan base. And for their sake, I hope their second title comes soon.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. And he comes up with a bucket.
Well, Ayton is quite literally a house in there.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, something changed for him at halftime. He's been more solid on the offensive end.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And some changes here for Portland. Avdia, he's checked in for Kamara. Ben comes in for Sharp. And it's Scoot Henderson in for Simons. Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
Now here's Henderson. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. The drive by Grant. That shot, no good. Thunder trail by 3. There's a minute 54 left in the third quarter. Wiggins with a screen on Ayton. Here's Williams. Right wing. Henderson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Henderson. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Now here's Ayton. He's got 6. Now here's Grant. Count it. Good. Grant's got 7.
Look, you know that's where Grant likes to play, using that body in close.
Outside, Williams. Wiggins outside. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Grant, left side. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You know, depending on where Jeremy Grant's been, he's filled a lot of different roles. He's been asked to be the alpha or the second option or even a role player. But whatever it is, he's always willing to do whatever it takes to help the team.
That one falls for Grant. Lots of Grants in the NBA over the years. Jeremy Grant acts like a guy who grew up around the league. You can really see it, Coach.
Well, Brian, he really did grow up around the league and really just a high IQ player, great in the locker room, gives you great energy and effort every night.
Williams is checked in for Portland. McGowens comes in for Banton. And so Grant nails them both.
Well, this guy's a classic example of hard work paying off. Jeremy Grant has developed into a very impactful player.
Now here's Williams. He has 7. Outside Joe. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the tray. Give him 8.
Yes, such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Henderson outside. Williams with the screen. There's the triple. Can't hit that one. Outside, Williams. Hey, great D that time from Grant. And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's the Trailblazers up by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Aaron Wiggins out there with Kenrich Williams. Then it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Joe in at the 2-guard position.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers?
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up blocked shots.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Free throw no good for Avdia. Thunder trail by 6. Pass to Joe. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City, Isaiah Joe. One shot.
One shot. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Caruso. To the paint. Oh, it's blocked by Williams.
Yeah, Williams gets at least one swat a game. He's got great anticipation.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Puts it up off the inbound. Joe misses. Portland leading by 3. Off the outside. Pass to Williams. Fades. The rebound by Wiggins. The Thunder have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Joe. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
And you know they were praying for that one to go down.
Yeah, they really wanted that bucket to go. You can't get discouraged, though.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing, defended by Henderson.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Here's Henderson, following the bucket by the Thunder.
Yeah, he's just explosive. I mean, Scoot gets off the ground in a hurry and puts some emphasis on it, too.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Thunder trail by 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams passes to Joe. He nails it, and we're tied. Joe's got 9 points now in the second half.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Now here's Avdia. Back to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Henderson. And Robert Williams picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for Portland. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Williams. Grant comes in for Walker. Sharp, he's checked in for Murray. And Anthony Simons subbed in for Henderson. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Wallace, he's checked in for Joe. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And the Blazers making a change here. Kamara's checked in. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Mark Dagnall had some words for his team over the last break. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there. Now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. Now here's Wallace, guarded by Sharp, to take the lead. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Shooting for Oklahoma City, Wallace. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
Well, the miss is unfortunate, but he still manages to put them ahead. Barely.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Grant's shot is off. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Williams. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Williams. And Williams drops them both.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
Blazers trail by 3. Simons passes to Sharp. Driving to the basket. It counts! And the foul! It's on Cason Wallace.
And these are exactly the moments where you find out if a player is tough enough for the NBA. And Sharp showing no fear in a clutch situation.
At the line.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Thunder.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Wallace, the pass to Williams. Back to Wallace. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. And another miss by Oklahoma City. And here's Grant. Pass to Simons. Over Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Simons missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall.
2 minutes.
Oh, a great move from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in just the second half. Simons up top. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And Anthony Simons good for 3. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Simons with a rebound. And it's Simons with the ball for Portland. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And it's in there. And now a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
That's a basket they needed. Grant coming through.
Williams a screen on Sharp. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Sharp grabs the miss. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Simons with it. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Love the fearlessness from Simons inside, showing he's not afraid of contact.
At the line for your Trailblazers, taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
Well, you have to appreciate a high-octane player like Anthony Simons. He runs the floor and just outworks other guys every chance he gets.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. The Thunder have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
Taking 2 shots.
misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And by missing that free throw, now a 3 could even the score. Not ideal.
Now here's Simons. Dort with a double team. The 3 from Ayton. Portland, no good that time either.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Simons against Gilgeous-Alexander. Simons passes to Ayton. Clock at 4. Grant in the post. Money! And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
They should have a play prepared for this scenario. Little time, you need a 3. Of course, the D will be guarding the line, but no one said it was going to be easy.
Dort outside. The 3 is up. And buries it from deep. Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Here's Simons outside. Ooh, no good there. Potential game winner was off the mark. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Inside, it's Grant playing next to Ayton. Shaedon Sharpe out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the 3. Pass to Grant. Simons outside. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks it from distance. And the Trailblazers lead by 3. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the Thunder tack on 2 more.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
Pass to Ayton.
2 minutes for overtime. 2 minutes.
Puts it up from the high post. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. Wallace outside. Back to Williams to take the lead. He's off on that one.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Grant. Here's Ayton. Nice work on the boards, paying off for the basket.
And that's a huge score by Ayton. His team needed it, and he delivered them.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And Ayton pulls it down. Portland leading by 3. Simons passes to Grant. Ayton with a screen. Fires from the line. Grant's shot is off. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done.
And Grant gets it to go.
Well, more often, Grant is getting the ball in those situations.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Turning here to our analyst, what elements become the primary keys at this point?
They don't want to waste time here. If they can score fast enough, they can go back on D and try to get a stop instead of having to foul.
Wallace, the pass to Dort, and here is Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. Takes the 3. Yes! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Huge bucket. This team trusts Dort in the critical moments.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2, Anthony Simons.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Showing great confidence from the line. That makes this a 2-possession game.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Gilgeous-Alexander against Simons. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense right on him. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Third team foul. At the line for your Trailblazers, Kamare. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Pass to Williams. 3-pointer off the mark. Sharp with it, and so Portland takes the win. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Anthony Simons.